What is packaging? Packaging is the science, art, and technology of enclosing or protecting products for distribution, storage, sale, and use. Packaging also refers to the process of designing, evaluating, and producing packages. Packaging can be described as a coordinated system of preparing goods for transport, warehousing, logistics, sale, and end use. Packaging contains, protects, preserves, transports, informs, and sells. In many countries it is fully integrated into government, business, institutional, industrial, and personal use. What's the real primary purpose of a package? Well, in truth, it's to transport a product. It's to get it from point A to point B, to get it from the manufacturer to the store, and ultimately to the consumer. And so of course that means that it needs to fit the product, so in a way, you're sort of working from the inside out. Before I'll discuss the basic box type, which is our main topic, I'll discuss you first the types of packaging. Bottles, jars and tubes are used for containing liquids, gel, creams, food products, and cleaning products. Cans are used for fruits and vegetables, soup, and beverages. Boxes are used for food products, electronics, and household items. Bags are used for snack items, and building materials. Combination packaging, such as bottles in boxes, boxes in boxes, bags in boxes, and boxes with inserts, and CD cases, and things like that. One size doesn't fit all, but one of the most commonly used formats is something called a straight tuck. You'll notice that the flap on the top and the clap on the bottom are on the same side of the box. And one of the advantages of that is that it gives a smooth edge on one side, because the flaps are on the other side. There's a little bit of a limitation. This format tends to not work very well with really heavy products. It would be appropriate for lighter products, such as cosmetics, and that might be a limitation depending on the product you're trying to package. And one other limitation. Because of this format, fewer boxes can be printed on a sheet. The boxes have to be positioned economically to make the most out of a sheet. You want to minimize waste. And so while you might sacrifice some space with the straight tuck, if it's the format you want, you know that going in. In this illustration, the tabs are on different sides, so as they fold in. This makes it more efficient to print and to cut. It means that you can get more boxes on a sheet of paper. But again, you're limited to somewhat lightweight contents. But for example, health and beauty, pharmaceuticals, very commonly used. And so that's one of the disadvantages. You can't really put very heavy stuff in this, and one tiny disadvantage, each side is going to show that little tucked flat edge, so you are not going to have that uniform one side that you would have with the straight tuck. Another common format, the flat glued flap. And so one of the advantages of this is that it's much easier setup and assembly. It's really a simple format for a box. And it can hold heavier contents. It does give the disadvantage that you can put fewer pieces on a sheet. Snap lock bottom. In this succession of illustrations, it starts out with the 4 flaps. The 2 flaps fold inward, and then that last flap tucks in and makes sort of a self-lock, and it doesn't require glue usually. This can hold heavier content. It will also sit flat when it's displayed. It makes a nice stable bottom for a carton. It's a little more expensive. And because it's a little bit more complex to set up, it can require more time for setup and assembly, so you have to decide at the beginning of the project what's going to be the appropriate format for the box you're going to create. And then of course once you decide that, then you can start working on your design.